to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, people around the world, Slaughter the fattened calf, the prodigal son has returned to Mega Powers Radio for one night only. Maybe. It is I. Hey, whatever. What do you want from me? Okay? I'm just a simple guy trying to host a show. We want tables. Put you through a table. I don't care. I'll put anybody through a table. I'll put anybody through this show on a table. God
don't
damn it.
threaten me with a good time.
Whoa! Whoa! Do it. All right. Episode of I Got Gameplay. I was going to just say I had Michael Burhan hostage in my basement, but I didn't blow that surprise.
I can't escape.
Yeah, I went all the way to England, captured him, and then brought him back to the studio apartment.
Fuck off. Yeah. If you tried to get across the border, they'd just smell you and go, yep, here's a stoner.
Nah, dude, I can travel. I know how to travel.
Pot will
I bet he smells like a fucking bottle of Axe when he travels.
Nah, Old Spice, brother. Old Spice. I got class.
Do you want to introduce everybody?
I don't know everybody.
Okay.
Why don't you introduce everybody?
Well, let me take over just for this little bit, and I'll hand it.
Stay over. I'm gonna relax.
Yeah. Welcome to I Got Gameplay, where wrestling's still real to us.
Damn it! Wait, wrong show.
Yeah,
wrong
sorry.
Show. One more time. Try it again.
Yeah, welcome to I Got Gameplay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Michael Burhan, of course, co-hosting the show today with our lead host, Mr. Brandon Liggan from Sportaholics Anonymous, and also formerly of Mega Powers Radio. He's here to talk sports, because also you guys love sports. We love sports. Brandon loves sports. Hell, everyone in this panel loves sports.
Yeah, I love everybody.
So let's introduce our co-host for today, of course. We have the gentleman from Unanimous Decision MMA, also hosting the Otaku Nation with myself. He is Mr. Stephen Wadelin. Stephen, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I just show up where I'm asked to, and yeah, I'm cool. I think I might do what Brandon's doing.
He's Brandon's white slave.
Yeah.
Also,
all you bitches are my white slaves. What are you talking about?
Also today, apparently,
for the next 2 hours.
Apparently, also Brandon's white slave from the Raw Post Show, and also Smart Out Moment Smack Talk, keeping kayfabe and loads of other wrestling-related topics. And there's someone who everyone quietly takes a fancy to his sister. That is Drew, Mr. Bounce House White.
Just letting everyone know, I look better than my sister. It's bullshit. I'm just saying. Just letting everyone know out there.
That's debatable. I mean, do we really want to have that discussion? We could have that discussion in the overtime segment.
Wait, he's a minor. He's a minor, guys. He's a minor.
17. He's 17. It's old enough in my book. 17. It's old enough.
So what, are you talking in sports terms if there's pitch on the carpet you're playing?
Yes.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh, God.
I'm a fair man.
What have we gotten into?
This might be the unclassiest episode of this.
Oh, it's sports,
Are you
that's
sure
why.
You want me on this show?
Exactly. When we're grunting and talking sports, we're doing a Tim Allen. And also
exactly
from the Excess Gaming Podcast, a chiptune personified musician, and also something to be releasing an album at some point as well. I can't wait to hear it. Here's Mr. Xander Skullion. Xander, how are you today?
I'm doing well. I got 2 bags of gummy bears and a bag of Reese's Minis. I'm ready to roll.
Lucky.
I just got a bunch of snacks layered everywhere, all over the room.
I just got Sour Patch Kids. I only got Sour Patch Kids.
Gameplay again. Comfort eating. And also we have, sharing a microphone today, Mr. Zack Latour and Kyla, is it DiPietro?
It's DiPietro.
DiPietro! There we go.
That's unprofessional.
I kind of got it right.
It's okay.
Bush-pig.
It's Italian, it's fine.
DiPietro.
It's Italian, come on.
It's kind of me getting a contact high from Brandon's bong, that's what it is, after he kidnapped me and tried to rape my face. So now back to you, Brandon.
I tried to rape your face. I can rape your face, okay?
So now back to you, Brandon. Of course, no show would be without the I Got Gameplay news. So, Brandon, would you like to take it away with the news?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, cool.
Fuck with that shit. Kicking off the news of the week, I'm actually going to have a non-sports news story.
What?
I thought it was pretty interesting this week that in the world of Warcraft, there was a major court decision in their favor in which the studio behind the Pocket Gnome cheat, the bot cheat, basically, any behind leveling bot, was ordered to pay $7 million to Blizzard in restitution fees. The developer behind it, Fan Software, on their website, asked their fans to help contribute to their legal cause. Like, hey, you helped us play this game. You know what was going on. Come on, guys. Let's help us out, please. $7 million is a lot of money. I just want to know where they got that number from. That seems like a pretty, arbitrary number.
Yeah,
Something that was people were being charged like a monthly fee for. So weird. That's all. $7 million.
Does anyone actually here play WoW? I did it when I was 14, and then I was like, eh.
I did, and it's one of those things like I keep on wanting to go back to it, but I don't need a long gaming addiction.
I played, but I realized I'm not a virgin.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with sitting up all night raiding with your friends, okay?
Did you say raping with your friends or raping your friends?
Raiding. Sorry, I have a Dorito in my mouth. I'm vitally in the first rule of podcasting.
Oh my god.
Look, Burhan's mind went straight to the gutter.
Of course, Brandon Liggan hosts the show. Of course I have to be in the gutter.
Exactly, man. Bro, this is no holds barred tonight. You know what I'm saying? The gloves are coming off.
You wear gloves?
And the pants are off. But that's for something completely different.
Okay, Stephen, have you got some news for us?
No, I just showed up. You didn't tell me to do shit. You want to be on the show? Steve. Yeah, okay.
What about you, Xander?
I don't really have any news.
Awesome.
Not really a big thing.
He's not his face.
I mean, the gummy bear.
Way to be a stellar representation of the program, sir.
Zack, Kyla, what about yourself?
Yeah, we got some news for you.
Yeah, I mean, besides the fact that I'm trying to stream the Game 3 of the World Series on my phone right now, so that's sports for you. But
are you a Red Sox fan?
Oh, I'm from Massachusetts. Actually, Zack is too. But yes, I am a Red Sox fan.
You can't see my face right now.
Oh, that's so awesome. I care so much. So my news. Anyways, so the G5 stimulus that I talked about last week is being delayed because they don't want to give that to the people until they have fixed all their bugs. So they don't even have a date for it. So that really blows because I could use a new car. I know. I'd like a new car, an apartment, so I could take a stripper home, Also,
your game. Where's that PS3 copy I got from work?
Yeah, dude, you should totally. I do a lot of stupid shit, like try and get the jets, which is really hard. I think we talked about that last time. Anyways, the GTA 5 that was released in Japan, the sex and violence was toned down. That is another part of my news because, honestly, they censored everything. They changed it. Why? First of all, why would you do that? You're ruining, some of the more fun parts of the game. Also, it's Japan, of all places, that is censoring this. These are the people who make tentacle porn and, really, really violent anime. Come on.
I was going to say that as well. It's those guys, they've been famous for a lot of tentacle porn that has given me nightmares.
What does it say about the three of us that's the first thing we thought of when we thought about Japan?
Well, I thought about that too.
That's probably why they're trying to tone it down, because everyone just associates that country with tentacles.
And also, into girlfriends as well. But I'll go more into that when I can my news.
Life-size body pillows.
All right, and the last of our news that we have, PAX tickets went on sale on Wednesday, and the 3-day pass is sold out record time, less than 45 minutes. Saturday is now sold out, so if you're going to go to PAX East, Friday and Sunday are still open.
I was fucking gonna now, but guess not. Fuck.
Hey, guess what? Me and Zack have tickets. Wait, do you have extra tickets?
No.
Oh.
All right, so now the last thing is the PS4 controller is now for sale, and you might be saying, well, who cares? So the DualShock 4. So you would say, well, the PS4 is not out yet. The DualShock 4 is actually compatible with the PS3. It says here it's important to note that the PS button, the wireless functionality, the vibration, and the motion sensing on the DualShock 4 do not actually work with the PS3. And then there's a list of games that it's actually compatible with. A couple to note: Call of Duty games, Red Dead Redemption, Tomb Raider, Prototype, Skyrim, Dark Souls, and also you can plug the DualShock 4 into your computer, and Batman Arkham Origins is compatible with it. So, yeah.
By the way, for you, Zack and Kyla, you know you can get press passes as well, don't you?
Oh, what we do now?
Well, actually, our friend Hogan went last year with press passes. He said he'd never do it again, so...
Well, you should do it just for the benefit of actually having your name in a press pass. Apparently, I Got Gameplay carries a lot of weight, and the reason why I was playing with the Xbox One today.
Oh, okay.
Can I go? I want to go.
No.
No.
Oh, you played with the Xbox One?
Right.
Microsoft
Right.
been spying on
Mega
you.
Powers Radio family.
They have. They literally had a section which allowed you to masturbate in front of it. That's
Where did all the collections go?
They had everything down there. You should. And again, I'll talk about that a little bit after segueing from my news piece. World of Warcraft, the film adaptation, has found its lead actor. So the World of Warcraft movie, simply entitled Warcraft, has found one of its 4 leading actors. Travis Fimmel, the current star of the History Channel smash hit TV Vikings Will Slice and Dice, is on his way to the big screen adaptation. Anyone care about this?
I thought you were going to choose Ben Affleck.
That dude's awesome in Vikings.
But it's a History Channel piece. It's not...
No, it's really good, though. I don't give it a shot. I like Vikings. I like fucking history shows. I like fucking brutality, so...
Well, yeah, you ever have people ask you which is better, ninjas or pirates? Answer, Vikings.
I think butt pirates.
Butt pirates is my favorite.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they not only steal your booty, they actually steal your booty.
They do both.
Think about it. Those poor butt pirates.
Isn't that just paying for sex then with a pirate?
Kind of.
I saw a guy today dressed like a pirate in ShopRite.
Did he steal your booty?
So no, he was shopping.
That's
He,
surprising.
It was less piratey, because he wasn't just going to, take it.
We saw lots of pirates today. We were chilling in downtown Salem, Mass. today.
Saw a lot of Tiggos.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I saw Johnny Cage, Scorpion, and Raiden all come out of the local tube station.
That's awesome.
And I was with my kids. I was like, "There's Johnny Cage, there's Raiden, and there's Scorpion." Man, I would like to go with those
Who the fuck are
guys.
you talking about, Dad?
Yeah, they were just like, "Who?" I was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." I really
Get over here!
I really wanted to go and watch these guys do a 4-on-4 sort of Mortal Kombat thing going on there. But my kids were with me. I didn't really want to see Scorpion decapitate someone or,
Oh, yeah? Well, why not?
Flawless victory. What? Oh, shit. She is now corrupted. In other news, Golden Joystick Grand Theft Auto bags Game of the Year award.
Knew it.
The adult-themed crime game Grand Theft Auto 5 has won the top prize at the Golden Joystick Awards. Rockstar's controversial game, where players commit crime in the fictional city of Los Santos, was presented with the Game of the Year gong at the ceremony in central London, and I wasn't fucking invited.
Wah, wah, wah.
Exactly.
In other news, the sky is blue.
Yeah,
Sony for Last of Us also scooped 2 awards, and Kevin Levine, the man behind Bioshock and System Shock 2, was honoured with a Lifetime Achievement Award. So the Golden Joystick... Exactly. It's the largest publicity voted video game award in the world, with this year more than 10 million people casting a vote. Yeah,
I was on one of them.
And yeah, the sky is blue. Anyway, moving on from that.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I think.
Yeah.
Here's what I think. Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to win every major Game of the Year award there is.
I still think Bioshock...
If you release the Game of the Year, I thought, what? What did you say there,
Steve.
I still think Bioshock and Infinite's the best game of the year, but that's just me.
Well, you're fucking wrong, okay? You're fucking wrong.
You're a stoner. You don't have an opinion.
No, my opinion is more valid than you because I'm older than you. My opinion is more valid.
What about my opinion?
Grand Theft Auto 5 is winning everything. Everything.
It's not winning my heart.
Everything.
Oh, that's not true. You actually like that game.
Kind of.
Hey.
It's winning everything.
And, trying to get back on my train of thought.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Batman Arkham Origins has been slated by a slew of gaming sites, including IGN and GameSpot, saying that the game tries too hard to bring back the nostalgic moments, and it has none of the features that made the game successful in the first place. I've talked to a lot of gamers about this as well, especially if you're on fanboysanonymous.com, a website that actually hosts this show as well, and is also part of the Mega Powers Network. And they basically are telling me quite the contrary, that the game is amazing. It holds itself in such high regard, the same as the previous versions, and that really these guys at GameSpot, IGN, who had 6 and 7s out of 10, are basically nitpicking because the game's not made by Rocksteady Studios.
There's only one person I go for my reviews, and that's the Angry Joe Show.
Oh yeah, me too. He's awesome. So what's the general consensus here? Has anyone actually played Arkham Origins?
Nope.
Nope. I played the other two and beat them, but I haven't played this one.
And I probably never will play this one.
Why is that?
Because I don't have the time for it.
Oh, okay.
I almost did. I really wanted to drop an F-bomb, but I realized I
because Marvel, that's why.
Oh.
I'm never going to play this game. Why?
No, I just like saying that. I just like having controversy. I just don't have the time to play Batman.
Anyway.
Wait, is this still the minor talking?
No.
Yeah, the children, the kids' table decided to talk.
No, this is the 18-year-old talking.
I'm a man!
A man!
You know what you do? You need to buy yourself a pickup.
You know, what I should buy, I should go buy me lottery tickets because, you know, that's cool. That's what adults do.
You need to buy some protection for your sister before Payton gets to her.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Drew, I'm so sorry.
I know, it's okay. Oh, get over it. I'll just grab us up to sleep tonight. I'll be fine by tomorrow.
And also, Sony has revealed in their showcase that players enjoying co-op with the Knack on the PS4 and PS Vita via remote play at the same time. Many wondered if the feature is limited to Knack or if it will work on other games. And it's being reported by N4G and reported by Shuhei Yoshida that the PS4 and the PS Vita will actually have more co-op play in comparison to the two. That is kind of wondering, because you're looking at the whole play facility that the PS Vita has, and it would be kind of cool to actually, you know, play a co-op, one person playing the Vita and the other actually playing on the PS4. What do you guys think? Think this is good? It could be something amazing, or it's just not going to happen?
Didn't they have that with the Game Boy and the GameCube, or am I making that up?
No, that's something different. But yeah, no, like I agree. Like, cause if someone doesn't have a PS3, or was this PS4? I'm sorry. If they don't have the console, they have more like the handheld system, and you both have the same game. I think like Dragon's Crown wasn't that released on both? Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, if someone has a handheld, someone has a console, it's nice that they can play together.
Did that happen with PlayStation Battle Royale?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you could play one versus the other, but they were definitely on both systems.
What's PlayStation Battle Royale?
It's like that's Super Smash Brothers for PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you sound so interested.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say they just did a patch for Dragon's Crown. People that have it on Vita can play with people on PS3 now. They did a patch for it.
Yeah, what does that feature entail? Do you have to? Is the gameplay more fluid between the two consoles?
Not sure. I hear there's some slowdown on the Vita version. So, but like going on from console to console, I mean, I think it would all have to do with maybe your internet, your Wi-Fi connection, probably.
Very true. And also, ladies and gents, if you want to call in, of course, I was supposed to tell you this, but I kind of got blindsided by the fact that, the whole comment about Drew's sister and stuff kind of helped.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Drew's sister.
No, shut up.
She's
I've
so
done the
hot.
research. You have like 9 sisters on Facebook. And your address. Your address, son. First of all, I'm going to comment on it. You should not have your address on Facebook.
This is
Okay.
true.
And if you want Drew White's address, the place is the phone.
All right.
And the sister's over 18, right?
I think so. I mean, the dude that she's like up on looks over 18, so I'm assuming.
Well, that doesn't mean she is.
I always
The
ask
bush has
about the
hair,
question.
I don't care.
That was gross.
This is Indiana we're talking about.
Oh. So does that mean he likes his sister?
Well, as always, if you want to comment about anything gaming and Drew's White's sister, you can do it on 760-512-7247 or 760-512-7247, or you can actually contact Drew White on Facebook on facebook.com.
Or you can go to his house.
Drew/White.
Why are we talking about this?
It's an attempt to sell more bounce houses, I think.
I feel like this is a tip for you guys to sell me as a sex slave or something. I'm a little freaked out.
Not allowed. Not allowed.
We're actually selling you as a pimp.
I'm saying if I wanted to sell you as a sex slave, I at least know where to abduct you from.
10 minutes with his sister, we got repurchase of the bounce house.
Oh gosh, and that's pretty much it with the news, ladies and gents.
God, that's more my sister than actual news.
That is kind of... Okay, Drew, jump.
Yeah. Thank you. That makes me feel not better at all, but thanks.
We'll be back right after this, of course, with basically talking sports games, and Brandon's going to take the lead on this. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen...
God bless us all.
Yeah, God bless us all. As always, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after this for today's theme.
About sports, you follow sports?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going into sports games. So, Brandon, take it away.
Sup. All right, awesome. Sports games are kind of like my preferred genre of choice, so I guess I was the logical choice sensation. That's weed. Logical choice to lead this episode, so, yeah. Let's talk some sports games, people. Why are you playing the Mario Dime music? I'm not dying.
Because We
How I
want
do.
Burhan.
No, because actually it was because mostly Stephen burped and it just smelled like something died in here.
Oh, my bad. Because
I didn't
chewed it.
I'm not dying. This is like me dying is just like a little different than that.
Okay.
All right. Well, I do want to do. I'm not familiar with everyone's level of sports games, so I mean, we were talking about earlier on what actually counts as a sports game, and the biggest question was, do racing games count as a sports game? And I guess it's a subgenre thereof, but it is sports game. It's probably the largest subgenre thereof. So I guess we could start talking racing games. Does anybody have a preferred racing genre of choice, or are they more arcade racers, or are we talking
Mario Kart.
simulators? Everyone's like a Mario Kart because I'm stuck with a bunch of Nintendo fanboys.
Well,
So, of course,
no.
that's
I
it.
mean, I like NASCAR Rumble. I also love Gran Turismo 3. That is a great game. The controls are hard. You get to upgrade your vehicle. It's kind of like a racing RPG. It's a lot of fun.
I'm in your boat, man. I like a game that has depth and something I'm going to play for hours and hours on end. I mean,
Does John
outside
Cena's
of
new
playing with friends,
John Cena's new racing game?
No.
his really John Cena has a new app and it's a racing game. Is that what you just said?
Yep. That's what
That's a real
it
thing.
is. It's a real
Yeah.
thing.
Like from the makers of Rockpocalypse.
Is Rockpocalypse a sports game?
No, I would barely classify Rockpocalypse as a game, because game implies that there's some level of enjoyment. I don't know anybody who's enjoyed playing Rockpocalypse. And I love The Rock, and I didn't even enjoy watching someone play Rockpocalypse. So.
What's up, Internet Wrestling community? This is Anthony Mango of SmarkOutMoment.com, a wrestling website dedicated to the smart marks like you and I. We break down and review every pay-per-view with predictions and spoilers, and you can catch our weekly podcast on YouTube for some smack talk. There's no rules here, and we show no mercy. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at SmarkOutMoment, where we analyze all the angles, shoot first, and kill kayfabe. That's www.smarkoutmoment.com. Why mark out when you can smark out?
No.
Okay.
Answer that question.
Would you class Mario Kart as a sports game?
I mean, I would classify it as a racing game, so
Yes.
by default, yes, it would be a racing game. It's a sports game. It doesn't necessarily have to be based in reality to me. But again, I'm very liberal, so you get two other people in this conversation that might not have the same liberal views as me. They might say, no, Mario Kart is not a racing game, but a sports game. I think it is. So is we were talking about this. So is Mario and Sonic. It's sports. Just because it's got cutesy characters, it's still sports.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing.
What were you going to say before I cut you off, Kyla?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even remember.
Kart racing?
Oh, yeah, okay. Was it kart racing?
Or racing in general. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, because you have games like NASCAR Rumble. I mean, you have categories like NASCAR itself, where NASCAR is like the number one most watched sport in America besides football. It's racing, but it's still considered a sport. So, therefore, by default, does that make any NASCAR game a sports game, even though it's racing?
Yes, I consider NASCAR sport. Yes.
Yeah, and I could think NASCAR is something I don't even like anyway.
Oh, man.
How did NASCAR fans have a discussion? Did you see that left turn he took?
Oh man, well he's such a dirty driver.
I will say, as an outsider, I have actually been to one NASCAR at Roush Fenway up in New Hampshire once. Okay, there are elements at NASCAR that are cool. First of all, you can bring your own alcohol, which is awesome. Second of all, the people watching is amazing. Third, these cars are going fast. These people can vehicles going around this 1.5 miles, or I don't even know how long they are, 2-mile tracks going that speed and can maintain control. That is amazing. I wouldn't say I could watch it or give zero shits about it, but what they do is something that not everyday Joe can do. That is all.
Yes, well, I'm also going to take what she just said. I go to Indy 500 races every year and with my family, and those are, by God, so much better than NASCAR
you go
races.
to the actual Indy 500 every year?
Yeah.
Down home in Indiana, back home in Indiana, 9 yards?
Yes, I'm like 15 miles away from the track. And also the Formula F1 games are better than NASCAR games as well.
Wait, is Indy the one with the brick on the end where you have to chug the milk?
The brickyard, yes. They chug the milk and they kiss the bricks.
Yeah, there you go.
It's only the most famous race in American sports history,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, but
big deal.
The man who doesn't give a shit about sports is talking?
No, that's me, actually.
Oh, that's you. Okay, sorry. No, not sorry.
I'm the guy who hosts the sports talk radio show.
Oh.
I'm the guy who cares too much about sports. Yeah,
oh, really?
Hi. Yes, hi.
Oh, what baseball team do you like?
I'm a Yankee. Bitch, I'm a Yankee fan. I told you.
Oh my God! What? Oh man,
Bitch,
you're
I'm a
terrible.
Yankee fan. It's a miracle I'm able to do this show with you. Right
I know. Hey, I can put it aside for the show. Okay.
I can't.
Is it okay if I'm a Reds fan? Because we never do good.
It's okay that you're a Reds fan. I feel sorry for you because your team have not been brought a single amount of joy from baseball your entire life. So.
Yep, that's about it. That's what I expect.
And that's where it ends. Bye. I mean, yeah. I'm glad the Yankees are watching the game from home like I am. So.
You know what? Make the one argument. 27. All right.
That is.
The Cardinals are winning, by the way. Just want everyone to know.
Up?
Oh, trust me, I know. 2-0. I think it's top or bottom of the third right now. I'm having a friend text me.
St. Louis. God, I hope so. I can't live with myself if they win. I really can't. Even though I think they are going to win.
I don't care.
I just hate myself.
I hope they do. Anyways, we can continue with this video game conversation. What about, how does everyone feel about NBA Jam?
I love NBA Jam.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But before we go into basketball games, I do have to talk about one racing game that I really like.
All right, go for it.
Higher Thunder.
Wow.
Higher Thunder.
Wow, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
Too throwback for me.
What about F-Zero?
That's way too throwback for you, Chief.
Smiley face.
Wow.
Brandon confused.
I know. I was not expecting that. Like, I was thinking maybe, like, we talked a little bit about burnout before. I was expecting that. Was not expecting that. Congratulations. You've managed to shut me up for a period of time. Yeah. Sorry, so where were we going after racing games? We want to talk,
NBA Jam.
NBA Jam. Yeah, that's right. NBA Jam. All right. Yeah, I was a huge fan of NBA Jam when I was 10 because it simplified the sport of basketball, which I thought at that time had a lot of complicated rules. So once I understood, basketball, that's how I learned basketball, I guess, was from NBA Jam, which really is a poor representation of how to learn because it's nothing like actual basketball, and it really it is the true it is a true arcade experience of the game, and from someone who's now become the most diehard sports sim fan, an arcade sports game just doesn't seem like something that appeals to me now. But there was something when you were 10 years old that just made NBA Jam so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I miss that. I miss being that excited over a game, I guess.
Well, see, that's the thing about sports games with me is, like, I don't play sports games other than the arcade ones. Because, like, the other one, like, the ones that are, like, too simulated, I feel like it's too much of a simulator. I could just stop and do it, It's just like I've never got into Madden, but, like, Mutant League Football and NFL Blitz and, like, Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam, like, I love those games.
What about,
Yeah, I mean, go on, Drew.
Oh, well, on the topic of NBA Jam is my personal favorite sports game that has ever been made. And even just like last year, me and my buddies were just getting drunk on a Friday night, and like 5 of us were just switching out playing NBA Jam against each other, and it got really heated. It's just a really good game. And I don't know if you guys know, but there's another game called College Slam, which is kind of like the college version of NBA Jam. And it's also really fun. And plus, come on, the name is College Slam. Like, how funny is that?
It sounds like something different than basketball, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like something a little extra. Does Slam by Onyx play at any point in time during it? Because if not, it should.
It should. Well, they're both pretty much identical. Because I think NBA Jam, like if you ever played like Bulls versus Blazers for Super Nintendo, that is pretty much NBA Jam without the cool shit. Like you don't get like the cool like commentator who's like razzle dazzle. It would be the shoes. Like, you don't get that on, like, Bulls versus Blazers. So that's why that game sucks and no one cares about it, in my opinion. I don't know.
Well, we also played the Looney Tunes basketball, which is not Space Jam.
Not Space Jam. There's a Looney Tunes basketball game.
Which actually kind of blows.
It's hard. It's got a big, steep learning curve, I won't lie.
It does.
Yeah.
And, you expect something for children to be easy. But
What's up?
Not.
Oh, no. It's not.
You would expect something for children to be easy.
Oh, yeah.
But not.
What about the updated NBA Jam that came out a few years ago?
I haven't played it.
I have not played it.
I have played that, yeah.
The only thing I've never played it, but I've seen pictures of it, and I can't stand it because they take the real faces of NBA players, and that's like, they make the stupidest faces ever. So I can't stand that game.
Do they make jizz faces?
Yeah, LeBron
Jizz
James.
faces?
Yes, jizz faces. Yes,
Mad
literally.
vinegar strokes going on.
Well,
Yeah.
LeBron
The vinegar strokes, baby.
LeBron is a dick, so no one cares. No one likes LeBron.
No one does like LeBron.
Yeah, except people care because he keeps on winning and no one wants him to win. It's just something you have to get used to.
He's a jerk.
Just wanted to come to New York. Come to New York, LeBron.
Nah.
Sorry.
Really? You want Jay-Z to buy your team too? Come on.
You know what? When he was the part over to the Nets, I was almost a Nets fan, but, my loyalty to blue and orange really must hold true. That's the thing. It was Anyway.
If LeBron ever came to Indiana, I would have to switch to a different team because I hate LeBron. Yeah, I don't listen. There's something about LeBron I just don't like. You can't. No, can't do it.
Dude, he's a terrible human being. That's why.
Yeah, she's probably right about this one.
Yeah.
I mean, and that when Kyla talks, all I see is Zack's face. Very depressed.
Yeah, I don't know much about sports, so Kyla's the man in this conversation, I guess.
Yeah.
You're the man, Kyla. You're the man.
Hey, it's true all the time.
She's keeping this side alive.
One of his friends always called me a guy. I'm a dude essentially that has boobs and a vagina.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
That's the way it should be.
You mean wife? You mean wife material? Again, you're saying that like that's a bad thing.
Was
no.
posing that?
I eat it up because like my roommate Brittany, she's like, "Oh, I'm one of the dudes." I'm like, "No, you're not. You're totally not.
No.
You're a total girl. You're not one of the dudes."
Cute. It's cute that she thinks that.
It's adorable.
We'll let her have that.
She's like, "I want to watch you guys play the fun video games," and I'm like, God.
There's no fun in that because she needs to be playing that, and you need to be killing her and then yelling at her and telling her that her parents raised her wrong. Trying to make you. I mean, that's how I play video games, at least, and I play that with Stu. Because believe me, anybody who's ever played me in any sports game, I'm the worst person to play because not only will I beat you, I will talk shit to you while I'm doing it, and I'm usually right in front of you while I'm doing it. I'm the worst. The worst.
The number one thing about competition. It doesn't matter if you suck balls. You need to be telling everyone else they suck balls. Talking shit.
Guy code.
Exactly.
Guy code.
I mean, the second best part of sports is video gaming too, because not only are you beating your opponent, you're able to relish it and instant replay. Like I'm one of those guys who watches every angle of the replay. I even sometimes pause the game. Good play. I pause the game to show every angle of my guy kicking the ball into the back of the net. Like, look at that perfect bicycle kick. Look at how Wayne Rooney was just perfectly in the air. Yeah, I'm the worst. That's why I don't.
Brandon is the guy who pauses the game and replay a dunk 15 times. That's what he's pretty much saying. He's that asshole.
I've done that.
He's also the guy who thinks it's perfectly acceptable to tell you to suck his balls when he's beating you.
Yeah. That's acceptable.
That's very acceptable.
Yeah. We both agreed.
Exactly. You do that in any other game?
Do you say to guys like,
no, you can say the
Call of Duty, dude?
Who, me?
No,
yeah.
No. You gotta be like,
no. I told him to eat a dick. But...
Oh, good call. Put it the other way.
Yeah.
See, I usually just make it look like I'm fucking them.
Huh?
And this is just me personally. How I do it. Make it sound like I'm fucking my opponent. Yeah, that's right. You're taking that. Yeah. You like that shit, don't you?
Make everyone
you like when I score that touchdown. Oh, that's right. Pick six in your ass. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, God. And that is exactly what his opponent said. Yeah, I actually feel bad for imposing that picture now for today's episode. If you haven't seen it, guys, check it out on Facebook.com. I got gameplay. It has Brandon basically beating the shit out of me in a boxing ring.
Oh, how cute!
Which is better than my idea. My idea was for him to superimpose my head onto Wayne Rooney's body. That was.
You're not ugly enough to be Wayne Rooney.
Yeah,
I think I am ugly enough to be Wayne Rooney. So.
And you have more hair.
I don't have the Shrek-like head, but, you know.
Oh.
Close
enough. It's pretty close, Liggan. You sure about that?
Pretty close.
You sleep pretty close. Also, you need to sleep with a certain amount of hookers to be Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
And he can sleep with all the hookers he wants. His wife is hot. So.
Yeah, and your wife would have to be, like, modeling for a catalogue that has literally no meaning.
That's me.
Like a plus size or something like that, wasn't it?
That's me.
Anyway, we're getting way off topic.
I was going to say, we're talking about
when have we been off topic?
Yeah, right? This is a show with me on it. Fucking topics. Laugh. So, alright, here's another thing that I think that games that are bizarrely classified as sports games, but when you think of it, they really are a sports game. Wrestling games.
Yeah.
2K is taking over the WWE license. I'm pretty freaking stoked about that because the 2K basketball game, to me, has been one of the best sports games released year-round.
Yeah,
don't expect any changes. Ukes is still developing the game.
Yeah, exactly. But, their level of, support, how they have how they have just everything for their user base for creating things. I think it's really going to flourish even more so than it was under THQ. So,
yes. Well, the one thing that 2K, their basketball series have over like NBA Live, who doesn't even make games anymore, or they're coming up a new one this year, is because they're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
They have amazing controls. They have a good aspect on controls. The only complaint I have about them is that this year, 2K14, it's kind of 2K13 Part 2, but apparently with the Xbox One and PS4 releases, they're changing everything up. Like, they're getting rid of the association mode and make like a GM mode. So I really hope that they just take the balls to the walls pretty much with WWE now. Because let's face it,
I guess
WWE 12 and 13 fucking sucked.
Well, they weren't amazing. They're not SmackDown versus Raw material. No. Well, I mean, those later SmackDown versus Raw games, by the end of the SmackDown versus Raw series, it was just getting lame.
Yeah. I'm just talking like the first three SmackDown versus Raws.
Yeah, once we got to 2011, SmackDown versus Raw 2010 rather, I was like, No.
Yeah.
Hey, that's SmackDown vs. Raw featuring ECW, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I think that's 08. Exactly. That's 08 and 07, I believe.
I mean, yeah. I haven't sold one of them just because it has Triple H and Shawn Michaels on the cover. I'm one of those people.
Oh yeah.
I like the cover. I like the cover enough. I'm not going to sell the game.
The only SmackDown vs. Raw I sold was the one with Bobby Lashley on the cover for obvious reasons.
Bobby Lashley.
Poor man.
I'm sorry.
Hilarious.
You know what one of my favorite wrestling games is? And I was talking to Xander about this when we did our favorite wrestling games on the Access Gaming podcast. Wrestle War for the Sega Mega Drive.
Oh man. Yeah.
It was so freaking hard. You're facing a guy who was Hulk Hogan with his bald spot covered. You had like guys who looked like the Road Warriors in there as well. All your favourites basically ripped off. And you were wrestling for like tons and tons of different championships. The mid-card title was sort of like silvery colour. Then you'd have the world title, which was a gold colour. Then you have a title above that as well. And you had to beat the game by winning all these titles. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't even get it at the end. I think the final boss basically was kicking my butt left, right, and centre.
Yeah, see, I haven't played a wrestling. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go on. I was going to go off on a totally different segue.
What I was going to say was I haven't played a wrestling game since like WWF No Mercy. That was the last wrestling game I played.
I mean, if you stopped at probably the best one too, because there are people that still talk how the WWE games haven't been as good since that game, exactly.
Yeah, it was some sort of magic with the wrestling games on the N64, as long as you're not counting the Nitro and Thunder games, because those were just atrocious.
Well, the Nitro and Thunder were PlayStation exclusives. I remember those games pretty well. Those games were pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Those, trying to figure out who was the studio, the AKI games, that's who it was. AKI, those games were the best wrestling games,
Yeah, I believe Nitro and Thunder was put out by 989.
Oh man, those worst. Not only wrestling, just video games. Period. And that was actually the one EA wrestling game. So the one time they had the EA, EA had WCW license.
Oh yeah, WCW Mayhem. Yeah,
that was probably the worst.
Did you notice like all the models had their arms, like they had Tyrannosaurus arms?
I was doing the pose.
I think some of the acclaimed titles were pretty fucking bad.
Yeah. I would barely qualify those as games. Those were just fighting games with wrestling as a subtext.
Freaking WrestleMania on the Saturn. Oh god.
Oh, WCW Mayhem with Sting and Tyrannosaurus arms. Yeah, that was fucking. Speaking of, I would like to go back to that kind of era, that sort of era of gaming, like with really hard boss battles. We were talking about how hard Mike Tyson's Punch Out is. I mean, remember, anybody else have terrible memories of trying to beat that?
EA did something. EA's made a very hard boss fight in boxing. If anyone's played Fight Night Champion, fucking Isaac Frost, I've owned the game for like over a year and I still haven't beat him.
Yeah, I didn't get to that far, but there were parts in the beginning of that game that just frustrated the shit out of me. Like, I had to give up. I gave up.
Can I ask, because I wasn't privy to the whole EA Fight Night game. What were those games about, necessarily? Because every time I saw it, you would have, like, round one, which would be, say, they would take, like, two wrestlers who would never actually have ever fought each other in their histories.
It's a boxing game.
Put them together. No, but what did it actually go as, like, the usual EA boxing games? Or
yeah, it was basically, it just used that as a setup, like, hey, you could finally play this because we actually have Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson in it. It was when Tyson started to get desperate for money and his licensing fee went down considerably, EA leaped at the chance to put him and Ali on the cover. So they did. The only thing they really did differently was in Champion, they added kind of like a story mode, which was weird because you were in prison, basically, and doing like prison-style boxing matches, and then you get out and you become like a prize fighter, and it had a story to it. It was definitely, an interesting concept, but I don't see them ever really doing anything.
I enjoyed the storyline.
Did you? I didn't get that deep into it because I couldn't beat the one fight in the shower. So I guess you could say I kind of get raped in the game.
Shower?
Yeah, you're in prison. You start out in prison, and like one of the first or second fights you do is you're getting jumped in the shower.
And like dropping the soap is like a quick time event.
Get raped or something like that.
You don't want to lose. Don't press the X when it's a Y.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's the clench button so they can't have any entry.
The screen just turns black. The screen turns black and you see like Big Bubba come up to the front. It's like game over. He's like, you sure got a pretty mouth.
The game sort of ends the cutscene with Morgan Freeman just basically narrating over it.
Yeah.
And he was cried and cried.
He was
Anyway,
real
sad.
He wanted to be a prominent fighter, but Bubba just wouldn't let him.
Andy Dufresne wanted to punch man in the mouth. And that's what Andy Dufresne did. I miss my friend Andy Dufresne. Okay, I'm done. Oh, no more.
They should do a Shawshank Redemption game. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my God! Get Frank Darabont on the line right now. Yes.
Can we get Morgan Freeman's Punch Out?
Oh my God.
Well, actually, let's highlight a little bit on the whole Punch Out series of games because they were awesome, and because I never knew that there existed a copy of Mike Tyson's Punch Out on the NES without Tyson. Because they rebranded it apparently when they took his name off of it.
Yeah, they did.
Yes. When he went to jail.
Mr. Dream. Mr. Dream
Yeah.
was the guy.
Yeah, when he went to jail in the early 90s, it was before the SNES came out. They rebranded the game because he was no longer, the darling that he was. If we really ever consider Mike Tyson a media darling, but yeah.
Did they rename it Tyke Myson's Punch Out?
No, it was just Punch Out.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
No one, and that was really kind of the last. Mike Tyson's Punch Out was really the last video game licensed by an athlete.
Shaq Fu?
Well, okay.
No,
do we want to count Shaq Fu? Because EA recently came out and publicly said, or was it Nolan Bushnell or someone at EA recently came out and said that Shaq Fu was the worst game they ever developed.
Yeah, I know that game. I have it for my SNES. That game is terrible by a long shot.
Is that just like Shazam was the worst movie ever made? Sounds the worst.
It's pretty bad.
That movie sucks.
It's pretty bad. It's your Shaq and you're fighting various different martial arts.
Yeah, except Shaq's not very good at it.
No, Shaq fights exactly how you would think Shaq would fight in a 16-bit sprite game.
He throws up a lot of bricks, as one might say.
Yeah. Oh yes, just like him shooting free throws.
Yes.
Hashtag topical sports reference. But that was really the last of the athlete, licensed games, because after that, all the major sports leagues had their own licensed title. Some of them even had two until, ESPN or 2K tried to sell their game for $20, and EA was just like, no, we're not having that. We're not having that. Sell your game for cheaper than us? No. We're done.
But wait,
and that started out the what?
Tiger Woods? Didn't Tiger Woods release his own versions of games?
Okay. For a while, until Tiger Woods attached himself to the PGA series. Yes, okay. I was not thinking Tiger Woods. I totally forgot that Tiger Woods was the.
I don't know. I'm trying to think, but I'm pretty sure there's a tennis game. That's sponsored by a player.
I always thought that Topspin or something Grand Slam tennis that EA has is not sponsored by anybody.
No, this is back for the Super Nintendo.
The SNES.
They're not.
Andre
Agassi. It's something like that. I have both Grand Slam and Topspin. They're not sponsored by anyone. They just have guys on the cover.
Pete Sampras tennis.
Yes, Pete Sampras made. That might be what it's called.
Bjorn Borg.
Maybe Chong tennis.
Damn it, I'm trying to figure out what's my favorite. Oh, their favorite tennis players. Aracha Sench is Vicario.
Yes.
We should have one like Michael Burhan casting.
Michael Burhan podcast simulator.
Yeah.
I really like tennis on the Dreamcast.
That's not a sports
That was
game, though.
game.
I mean, we should probably get somebody. We probably have some listener out there that's probably really good with coding and stuff like that. We could probably, inspire them to do that. Michael Burhan's podcast simulator.
How about 50 Cent's game?
Blood in the Sand?
Yeah.
There was one before that one. I see that all the time, and I'm always like, I just want to play this to say I've played it. And it's always like $6. I'm like, I can't do $6 on this. Like, I can
literally buy anything with that.
Like if they would give me for $2 and it sucks, I can use the disc as a coaster and I can light a fire with the manual and maybe take a crooked table and stick the case underneath. But I can't give you $6 for this.
That's too rich for my blood.
Exactly.
Especially on the 50 Cent game.
Yeah.
I always felt bad. I always felt bad when I worked at GameStop and someone would come in and they had baggy pants and stuff like that. I would always try to put the 50 Cent pre-order on them. Like, oh, so I don't get that new game?
That's racist, sir. Racist.
So stereotyping.
That's funny.
So you look like you just came out of prison. Would you like to pre-order the 50 Cent game?
Yes.
So it looks like you could sell coke and other miscellaneous drugs.
So
question mark?
Soap?
Let's just say what he really is. He's black. Come on.
You look like
beat around the bush. You look like you're black.
You look. Shit.
You look like you're
Hello,
black.
sir. You happen to be black this evening.
Fuck. Who's the black guy from GTA 5?
Franklin?
There we go, Franklin. You look like Franklin from GTA 5. There we go. I forgot his name. I just beat the game the other day, and I fucking already forgot his name.
Yeah, you probably remember the white guy's names.
Yeah, Michael Trevor. It's funny because my last name's White, and I'm also white, and they're white, so it's a play on words.
Is your dad
white.
named Walter?
Nope. I have the same name as my dad. His name's Andrew Adamson White, the first, and I'm the second.
Oh.
Man, it'd be awesome to have Walter White as a dad. You get so much breakfast.
Yeah,
dude,
and
you would have
pizza?
so much breakfast.
And roof pizza?
Yeah.
You know what?
Hell yeah, roof pizza.
I completely forgot to mention this when we were talking about the racing games, but my father would play the hell out of the NASCAR games for the computer. He play online tournaments on that, and it was mainly because he used to be a race truck driver back in his heyday. So I always thought that a race truck. I don't think they have that in England, Burhan, but in America there's such a thing as race truck.
Racist truck?
Yes, racist truck.
Yeah, Drew's dad was a racist truck driver.
So I have a question. Do we consider truck driving games sports games?
It's racing. It's racing. It's the part of the probably largest subgenre of sports game. Yes.
It's that one genre that no one wants to talk about.
Yeah, it's just.
What about Twisted Metal?
Oh, Twisted Metal. That's not a sports game. I don't think.
I can't really consider that a sport.
You're not really racing each other. You're just trying to kill each other.
Yeah, that's a combat.
Yeah, that's
game.
more of a combat.
Actually, no. In the new one, I'm sorry, there are races in the new one, or maybe they were in the other ones. But in the new one, there are ones where you have to finish first.
I don't know. Those new Twisted Metal games.
Didn't WWE pick up on that? And
they
make their own version of that. Yeah, I was trying to think of what it was called, but I have no clue
Every Man
called.
for Himself or something.
Yeah, I have no clue. But I played it once. That's became my favorite driver or my favorite wrestler just from that.
Because he has
the good old days.
Fire.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was an evil little boy, as you might say. Evil.
Kane is alive, Undertaker. I wanted to do my Paul Bear voice, but I don't.
Where's alive, Undertaker? Where's alive, Undertaker? Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Oh, my God. Look.
Seriously.
Oh,
yes! Drop the
If you guys haven't talked about it on Keeping Kayfabe yet, or maybe we have, when Paul Bear tells the story of how he hooked up with the Undertaker's mother.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. All right, so we're like totally way off. Like fucking.
When were we on?
What's my time, like Burhan?
Welcome to Off Topic Radio.
Yeah, right.
We have plenty of time. Continue.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
that's
I
not
don't know.
time.
Yeah, well, I need like numbers. Give me numbers.
We've got an hour.
Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty! We have to do the whole hour.
Yes.
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
No, well, trust me, we could just talk and you could fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, that's shit. Fuck yeah, I'm down with Drew, man.
No,
I'm
gonna talk. I can do this. I'll just talk. I'll put everyone to sleep then. What's up?
The dulcet
Put 'em to
tones.
sleep.
Right.
Okay.
Put them to
well,
sleep before they sleep with your sister.
let's go
Yeah,
look around on the favourite sports games of each host here, shall we?
Let us do it.
Yes. So we'll start with Zack and Kyla because technically you're like one person, so I picked you two heads on
No,
one
I think
body.
it's Kyla. No, it's just Kyla.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit about that.
Okay. So go for it, guys.
Well, Kyla's making a man drink right now, so I'll start off. I used
What are you drinking then? Like a woman's drink?
Margarita.
nothing wrong with a margarita, but I'm drinking. What do you got, Kyla? Kyla's just making some. Anyway,
Yeah, vodka on the rocks.
no, I do want to talk about. Like I said, my favorite sports game ever is NBA Jam. That game is awesome. But Punch Out. I mean, look, right when I got into the military, me and my buddy used to hang out because we didn't have a car. You know, we weren't really able to go anywhere because we didn't really know anyone when we got in. So we just sat in my room. I remember we had a Nintendo. And we played Punch Out like every day for 2 or 3 weeks until we actually finally beat it. And like I should have filmed us because I could have made like a montage of us actually like getting to the end. And so this was the not the Mike Tyson's Punch Out. This was just the the one where you fought Mr. Dream at the end. I mean, it's still the exact same game. But that's definitely one of my favorites. And one thing I do want to talk about is there was a Tiger Woods game. I don't remember what year it was. It was on the 360. And my buddy brought it over to my house one time. And you could as you golf, like you got money, and then you could go to the store and buy like golf clubs and T-shirts or like polo shirts and like pants and shoes, and like it was almost like it had like RPG elements, and like I was really addicted to it because I wanted my character to be like badass, like I wanted to be the best, I wanted to have the best clothes and shit in that game, and I don't remember what year it was, but it was awesome. And there was an article on I think Kotaku that said like RPG elements are what really keep people interested, and it's true. It's like a golf game I'm not really that interested in, but when you can kind of build on and you can become like the king of the whatever, beat Tiger Woods' ass, it's pretty sweet. Anyway, what are your favorite sports games?
My favorite sports game, definitely, I have very fond memories, which we touched on earlier, was NASCAR Rumble.
Yeah.
I just thought it was fun. Like, again, you could throw out the tornado, screw them up, turn them around so they would fall behind the pack. There are mud slicks and everything. I guess that's one of them. I always loved Gran Turismo 3. They have the Nissan 240SX, which is an excellent vehicle. My older sister had one. I think that's why she bought the game, and then I took it from her. Like Lauren, she would never play games, but she bought that game because it had her car in it, her exact car, and so I took it on and I started playing it. There was like one winter, which winters in New England, which I don't think anyone here has experienced except me and Zack, but they can be pretty bad.
I live in New York. I have experienced your winters.
Oh,
Are they worse than Michigan winters?
They're pretty equal, I would say.
Well, to be fair, actually, I've never been to Michigan, so I don't know.
I mean, Michigan, I feel like has more cold than snow, unless I'm really wrong.
No, if you live by Lake Michigan, you get snow.
Oh.
Right. Well, I mean, we live in Western Mass, so it's kind of a valley. So we get it's really, really cold from December to February, and last the past 2 Octobers, we've just got shit on with feet and feet of snow, and it was terrible. So there's one winter where I just played Gran Turismo 3 for I think a month straight, just building my vehicle and trying to make it the best it could possibly be.
Yeah, the RPG elements. That's
Exactly.
kind of like what it is. You can build up and be the best.
I won races, and I was able to have enough money to upgrade parts on my vehicle so it could run better. And then it also unlocked more races, so I could, again, get more money and keep building my vehicles. It was like grinding.
Yeah.
Just like
that RPG element is coming back in a lot of sports games now, because a lot of sports games now have the single player career, at least in the more traditional sports games, they have the single player career mode. And believe me, my player in Road to the Show mode, I've actually spent actual physical money on, like bought a $20 card. Yeah, that's an addiction. Where you want your player to, be so good where it's like, all right, I have to go out and go to Walmart at 2:00 in the morning to buy a $20 PlayStation Network card so I can build up my stats so I can make it to the major leagues in one season. And I have to play minor league baseball. It's a sickness. It really is. If Sean Walker was on this show, he would tell you about the hundreds of dollars that he spent in FIFA Ultimate Team trying to build the best team.
You know what?
Hundreds of dollars.
FIFA's a good game. It is.
What is a good game?
FIFA.
I'm playing it right now.
Are you? Which one?
Yes. PlayStation.
Oh, what year?
13. The newest one.
Well, I'm sorry. You could be playing older versions.
No.
I didn't know.
Can I just make a comment really quickly? Anything before FIFA 10 wasn't really that good. I'm just gonna say that right now.
You're gonna be that guy just because it had the rail running kind of thing. You're gonna be one of those douchebags.
No. I just prefer everything from 10 up. I don't really, because I have FIFA Road to the World Cup 06. That game fucking sucks. Okay, so I could tell you.
Oh no, yeah, that game. I mean, that was a bandage game.
I know. Yeah, I'm just saying anything for FIFA 10 on, I could play. I'm not the biggest soccer game player because I love watching soccer in real life. But I hate. I'm not the biggest fan of soccer games, but I will say the newer FIFA games, they have really good controls in my opinion.
Wait, so do they don't have a game where it's like, they had College Slam, which was obviously all of the popular universities in the United States. They don't have one of those for soccer or football in the UK, do they? Because I'd totally be Man U, which is pretty much the Yankees of. All
right, we can agree on something. We found a link.
Oh, we agree on Man U. Man U.
We found a link. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right. We might be able to be friends.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. Well, Man U. That's it.
Man, why did I get stuck with a shitty football team growing up?
Wait, what?
Is that Liverpool?
No, Wolverhampton Wanderers I got.
No, but Sean's a Liverpool supporter, and he's okay in my book.
Liverpool! Yeah, but, I mean, Liverpool and Man U are like the Red Sox Yankees, pretty much, aren't they?
For better.
What about Burhan?
Well, Arsenal was good once upon a time.
Burhan.
So was
favorite soccer team?
My favorite soccer team?
Oh, football. My bad. It's football.
Football.
My favorite football team is.
Say Chelsea.
When I was a kid, it was Man United.
Oh, you're pussy.
Hey.
Glory hound. I was a glory hound.
I know.
Exactly.
I'm a
That's
Londoner.
every Yankees fan.
I should have been an Arsenal fan because I was a Londoner, but I hated them.
An Arsenal fan?
He just wanted Man U so he could get over.
Exactly.
So you can come out to the song.
Yeah, it was just like,
come out dressed to spread the red.
Come on, Man U. Then I realised that I hated football and like wrestling, so I went there instead.
Oh, good job.
Oh God, you went from gay to gayer.
Hey, I'm a man.
It's not gay. It's professional wrestling.
Exactly.
That's one thing as a woman I will never understand.
Did you guys ever see the South Park about the wrestling?
Yes. Oh my God, that episode is amazing.
It's so funny.
God, no, it's a bunch of every girl's a whore.
It's also true though.
Cartman has like 17 abortions.
Yeah.
It is though. It's really true though. That's what WWE has become.
No, it depicted wrestling as it is. Every female is a whore. Every female wrestler at one point is a whore. That's what it was getting at.
I think one day we were talking about what it would be like to have sexual intercourse with China, and it would probably be very bad.
Oh, yeah, like the wrestler China.
Yeah.
Because she had a porno called One Night in China, I think, yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
Backdoor to China.
Yes.
Backdoor to China?
She's had a lot of, including gangbangs, too. Yeah.
Yummy.
She fictionalized herself having sex with Vince and Stephanie.
Yummy.
Kind
Do
of
you think Sean Waltman's dick just fell off after that?
Well, apparently,
I hear Sean Waltman's a perfectly nice guy. I'm not going to talk
in an interview, he was talking about how the fact that when he was doing her, he was always high. So he was on
he had to be.
Yeah, she would give him loads of medication, and he'll be out, and they would do their thing. And,
because Sean Waltman wouldn't have done drugs unless China gave it to him. Okay, right.
It was actually kind of funny. He was going on about that, and then said that she was she had one of the biggest clits in the world. That it looked thick.
I was gonna say that. No, she does. I've seen pictures. My buddy is the biggest troll, and he sends me all this bullshit on the internet, and that's of course one of them that I've seen. It's quite large.
Is that Jomo?
No, if you look at his browsing history, he's fucking been searching China's clit.
Yeah. Tracking.
This is the best episode of IGG ever.
Oh my gosh.
Zack Skullion here is just basically he's Googling it right now.
Okay, listen, I've been AFK for 30 seconds. All I know is we're looking something up, and I think we're still talking about China. Is that what we're up to?
Yes, we're still talking about China.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to doing my thing.
What, Big Trouble in Big China?
Yep, pretty much. That's what's up.
Oh man. This is the best episode of IGG.
So, how about those video games, huh?
Actually, I have a question. So Steve, I was going to talk about, Steve, how excited are you now that EA Sports is working on an MMA game?
Well, to be the EA Sports MMA was a lot better than UFC Undisputed, so I'm really excited for it. And plus the scans and stuff for it look good.
Oh my god. I mean, this has been a long time coming because, UFC got spurned by EA when they wanted to make their game first and really went to THQ as a, secondary prize.
Yeah, it's funny
it really just goes to show the testament of MMA as a sport that now the number one third-party developer is now behind the sport.
It's about fucking time.
Who did that other UFC game, the Undisputed or whatever?
THQ did that.
THQ
was number one seller for a while too. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Or at least it was that, and maybe the WWE franchises were
Yeah, those were the two biggest titles, along with Saints Row.
And Saints Row probably.
You know what we haven't touched upon yet?
What haven't we touched
upon? We haven't. Shut the fuck. Okay, we haven't touched upon the Backyard Sports series, the best series ever made.
Okay. There's a game called Backyard Sports, and Drew seems to believe it's the Backyard Sports Gaming. Moving on.
Yep. So, we haven't talked about table tennis yet. I mean, come on. You enjoy those
table tennis for the 360? That game is the tits, man.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was waiting for someone to talk about it, and no one brought it up. I figured we had to bring it up eventually.
I completely forgot about that game.
For something that started out as a tech demo for Rockstar's series, and it really grew to something else. I was very impressed by that game.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
I didn't think I would have that much fun with something that simple.
Yeah. When I bought that game, it was 97 cents. It's fucking awesome.
Are we still looking at one thing up?
Oh, China's clip?
I'm still not caring. So.
I hope.
Really? He doesn't care, but he brings it up all the time.
Well, I'm waiting for my turn to say what my favorite game is, but no, we're still talking about China.
I'm sorry, Minor. What is your favorite sport?
No. You can't ask me. Burhan has to ask me. It's a co-host.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so what is your favorite game besides China's clip?
I don't know. There's a lot of it's very far between China's clit and everything else. But so let's see. I don't know. It's a tough one. Let me think about that. Let me ponder that because I had it in my head a little bit. Listen.
He seems so ready to answer.
Does your sister have a favorite sports game?
Yes. Wii Sports.
Has she seen China's clit?
Yes. Okay, see, I still try to figure out how my sister always somehow to make it into every conversation because, I never tell my sister that she does, and I feel like if I we talked about you the other day, she's going to come on and watch this, and she's going to be like, I'm fucking, getting restraining orders on Burhan, Payton, everyone.
She is gonna be flattered that everyone on this channel thinks she's beautiful.
Yeah, they'll be like, Drew, can you let me add? I'm going to be sitting there one day and I'm going to get a friend request from Drew's sister and his mum.
Payton sent her a friend request and she accepted it. So I mean, I bet you can.
So
that's fucking creepy.
Michael's going to get a friend request from his sister and Zach's mother, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my mom rules. We talked about this last time.
Yes, I know.
Can I say my favorite games now? I'm
Finally,
ready.
let's go.
All right, so. I'm gonna say straight up my favorite game of all time. I have a favorite game for every series, but I'm gonna go with my favorite game, sports game at least of all time, would have to be Blitz the League. Which does anyone know what that is?
That was their Blitz is great without the NFL license. If I'm not.
Yeah, it was pretty much it's NFL, but they take it to a bigger extreme, pretty much especially in the second one, you could fucking just injure people like it's nothing, and you can easily, and I mean easily, totally just rupture someone's nutsack, and it'll show you rupturing someone's nutsack. But anyways, it's pretty much like what you said, it's without the NFL license, and that game is actually pretty fun. Favorites, yeah, I'm awesome, that's about it. I'm cool man.
So the one question I want to ask is, when anyone goes to the bar, do they ever play Big Buck Hunter?
I can't say anything. I'm too young.
Okay,
I play Carnival King though at B-Dubs.
At what?
To play the game?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, the closest one to us got closed down. So too many college kids.
Yeah.
Anyways, Big Buck Hunter?
I played that at the movie theater I worked at for a while. They had that there. I'd always play it when I was on break.
I would
consider
Golden
that
a sports game. What?
Golden Tee? No, I haven't played that.
Oh, speaking of bar games,
one
of my greatest bar games of all time.
No. We have one of those at my house. My stepdad bought a $1,000 version of it, and we have one.
Get the fuck. That's awesome.
Yeah. So Liggan's interest in Drew White has increased by a lot. I'm scared.
First of all, your sister, I might be your future brother-in-law. Just saying.
No, you've got to be paid into that first, and everyone else.
I got to be paid into that.
Paid in.
Oh.
Basically, Brandon, if you far better weed, I think it'd be fine.
In competition, I think I can totally steal a girl away from paid. Just saying.
Well, I mean, Kate, my sister's boyfriend, smokes weed, so I mean, you got that part of you at least.
There you go.
They have one thing in common.
They have one.
That's a major thing in common.
I love how you're giving them on tips on how to do your system.
Might as well. Maybe I'm trying to think of a way. I'm trying to think of a way that I can talk about her. So I'm trying to come up with something, and I don't know if it's working or not.
When you stop caring, we'll stop bringing it up.
Exactly. You just stop caring and just let it roll and be like, yeah, you guys want to fuck my sister, it's fine. I don't give a fuck. Bye. That is all.
I love causing chaos and mayhem.
Oh, yeah. You got to troll.
Oh, God. I'm awesome. Oh, God.
How are you going to label this show? Fucking sports games and China's clit?
China's clit and Drew's sister. I'm tweet about Drew's sister, by the way, just so you know.
90% of it was my sister.
Not 90.
Okay, mine 66.
Just a good portion.
Drew, can I ask you to send me a picture of your sister? Is that okay?
No, I'm not going to do that.
No, but you could go on Facebook and you just got to scroll down and look for it. It's the last one because Drew.
Or you could just go to his. You could go through the listed address and just fucking roll up there and take a picture.
Okay, no, okay. I tapped Bailey because I don't want you guys to annoy me about that, so I had to take that off because you guys are annoying as hell.
Wait, Drew, where are you from?
And I can't tell you. You're a stranger. I shouldn't.
I just want to know what state you're from. I already told you me and Zack are from Massachusetts.
Well, I said I live 15 miles away from Indianapolis.
Is that Kate White?
Oh, that's right.
Nope, that's not my sister. You got
sure.
Positive. That's my cousin.
That's just the fact that it's got you and Payton on her profile.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, trust me, that's my cousin Caitlin. Payton secretly has a thing for her as well, so you know.
So creepy, dude.
Actually, I have a question while we're talking about this. You know they make like 1 million gambling games? Is that count as sport? I don't know. Is that a sport?
Yes.
No.
Anything on ESPN is a sport. So I'm just saying the World Series of Poker, which I get like every year that they make one. Yep, that's the game.
Bad. Why would you do that? That's a waste of money.
Because
that's like
I'm a
buying
gambler.
Big Bass Hunter.
That's like buying a new Madden every year. Ever since it's the same game, but people still buy it. I don't buy Madden anymore because Madden is probably the worst football franchise ever, but people still do.
Yeah, but this begs the question though. In my world, I love fishing, so I would never buy a fishing video game because I can just go out there and fish myself. So as a gambler, why would you buy a gambling video game when you can just go out and gamble even though you're 17?
Well, here's the thing. One, why would you buy any video game when you could go out and do the same thing? Why would you play hunting games at the bar if you could go and hunt yourself? It's the same thing for basketball and everything else.
No, not necessarily true. People don't play GTA of any series because
I meant in the sports.
Oh no,
I meant in the sports series. I'm not talking like fucking Area 51 or 50. Like I'm not talking about that game.
I need to buy that game because I can't go there.
Or like I'm talking about in this manner.
Okay, I think the people who necessarily buy those games, who go out every year and buy every Madden, every NBA, NFL, whatever.
So
they buy
people like me.
Yeah.
And me. Well, I got my thing.
Wait, no. Have you guys paid $60 for every new copy of that game?
Yes, but
oh my God!
No, listen.
Why?
I buy every new 2K NBA game mainly because me and my friends play it competitively. Like we play in tournaments in my state and around the country, pretty much. So that's my reason why, because I play to NBA competitively.
Is there money in it? Do you guys make money or what?
Yes.
No, they're not. Wait,
okay.
Why wouldn't you play like a NBA or whatever fantasy league online instead?
I do. We play. I am also an avid fantasy football, basketball, baseball, soccer, hockey player. If that counts.
Really? Oh no, yeah. that's
tagging all the bases.
Slightly impressive. Good for you.
And I would do soccer, but soccer fucking sucks fantasy wise. So.
Oh well, I would imagine. I mean, I love soccer myself, but I don't think I'd ever do a fantasy league. I would only ever do like a hockey or baseball fantasy if I allotted myself that much time. But yeah, huh?
So Drew, I just added Kate. See if she accepts me.
Oh, okay.
Listen.
Listen.
That's so fucking weird, bro.
You know, she accepted Hayden, so I feel like the likelihood that she'll accept you will be high. So
that is a creeper, dude.
Well, hey, I'll give everyone her Facebook link if anyone wants to add her. Go nuts.
Listen, may the odds be ever in your favor. I will say that much.
Well,
Thank you, Hunger Games.
I'm not
listen. If the Hunger Games was made at an actual game, would we consider that a sport? Because I think that'd be interesting.
Can I please ask one question? Kyla and I talked about this earlier.
No.
We talked about Quidditch.
No.
Now I just finished reading.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Okay, they made a Harry Potter Quidditch game. I had that.
Yes,
game.
I know. Now I just finished reading the first Harry Potter book. Actually, it was like book on tape, but whatever. Now,
yes.
Now
you listen to the.
I don't know how to read. Now, as I was listening to this, the way they explained Quidditch to me is a very well thought out plan of a sport. She could have used any sport, anything that was even made. She made her own sport. And I thought it was pretty fucking genius. Now, Kyla and I were talking about this, whatever, she thinks it's bullshit. But I think the idea behind Quidditch, and I watched a review of the game, and they said it's pretty fucking sweet. Like, I don't know. I think it's kick-ass.
Are you talking about, like, the video game, or you're talking about in real life? Because in college... Oh, yeah. Well, in college, there's tons of Quidditch teams, like, that are made from different colleges, and they play each other.
Well, how do they play it?
Well, on brooms, like, they set up...
Or do they just run around with a broomstick between their legs?
Listen, no, on a field trip, my school went to D.C. once. There were kids in a park, or I guess college, I don't know. There were people in the park playing Quidditch. Like, they had brooms, they had, like, balls to throw into the hoops, pretty much. And, I mean, it was pretty legit. Like, I swear to God.
No, but how does the snitch go? How the hell does that move around?
How would I know? I never played. But, like, no, like, when I went to Ball State earlier today, they were talking about, all the possible things clubs you could do, and they mentioned Quidditch and how Quidditch is at the club is one of the fastest growing clubs on campus, and like they take their stuff seriously, and like they play others like college and state, and they have like an actual college league set up.
Well,
they take that stuff seriously.
The idea behind Quidditch is an awesome idea. All of it. How you have one goalie, you have one guy who goes after the snitch, you have the other two that are hitting the other two balls at the other team to knock them off their brooms, and the other people trying to throw the ball through the hoop. Like, when I was reading that, I was like, this is pretty in-depth shit. She didn't have to write this into the story. She could have written the story around... What's up?
I thought you said you couldn't read.
I mean, when I listened to it on tape.
I know. I was messing with you.
Well, he was too busy reading Chuck Palahniuk books and doing his school homework.
I read garbage. Oh, no, Chuck Palahniuk's the man. He just talks about filth. But anyway,
Dude, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm addicted to Chuck P.
Which one?
Invisible Monsters is one.
Oh, dude, God. That's totally off subject, but I love Invisible Monsters. Anyway,
yes.
But anyway, yes, Quidditch is an awesome game. I mean, a game I don't know, the video game I don't know, but the idea of the game sounds amazing.
I have to bring this up because this makes me laugh. This morning, me and Zack were talking. He was talking about Quidditch, and I was like, yeah, that kind of sounds like bullshit. And he was like, well, you like a game where someone throws a ball at a guy with a bat and he hits it and he runs around bases. I was like, well, they've been playing that for like 100 years or something.
They've been playing that since like the 1850s.
Yeah, and he's like, well, who knows how long they've been playing Quidditch? I was like, no one's played Quidditch. It's a made-up game.
You don't know that.
Yeah, and when you describe people actually playing it in real life, I'm just picturing a bunch of fucking, like, really drunken motherfuckers, and they've just called it a group.
Yeah, it's probably the same idea as LARPing, actually.
Oh, no,
yes,
dude,
I was about to actually say that. Should LARPing be considered a sport?
I would LARP before I played... I would definitely LARP before I played Quidditch.
We had a LARP session the other day at my park, and it was pretty much fun.
What is LARPing?
Yes.
Live action role playing.
Yo, was there hot rods there or what?
No, it was like our whole school pretty much playing,
Your school was LARPing? Were there
yes, no, okay, like the idea came up because some baseball player in my speech class was like, yeah, I love LARPing and stuff. Like he came in with like a LARP costume on. And he's like, yeah, we're going to do LARPing this coming weekend. You guys should come. And, like, everyone from my school went to LARP. It was amazing.
Wow.
That guy's got some pull.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, no, he's pretty popular. I mean,
that's why.
Yeah, it's why. So, but
if I went to my school and said that, people would tell me to go fuck myself.
Well, Zack, you were a nerd.
Yeah,
right? Well, that's why.
Yeah, pretty much. That's probably why.
He said he got pulled, but he pulled a bunch of virgins.
No, he pulled, like, guys and females. It was... amazing.
Well, the virgins can go for both sexes. It's not that he pulled all guys.
Yeah.
There are virgin females in your school somewhere.
So
it's not like role
So
models.
you mean he pulled everybody who has played World of Warcraft?
I've never played World of Warcraft.
I've never played
I have
any
nothing against
MMO.
it. I've just never played it.
I can't get into MMOs. I can't do it.
Shoot, the only MMO I've ever played was RuneScape, but it's hard to consider that an MMO because it's fucking terrible.
Could you imagine if there was
pretty fucking terrible.
MMO? Could you imagine that? Like a game where you had to like literally join a team with people and play other teams. Are we
Call
like?
of Duty?
Yeah, but that's shooting people. Where you
well,
know.
well, except you're saying facing other teams. I mean, Like, are we still talking about Quidditch? What are we talking about?
No, like I'm talking about like you're playing soccer or football. You're on a team with 11 other guys playing a team of 11 other guys on another team. And
well, they
kind of have that now in the online team, but are we coming to that point where we're seeing like people getting up with guilds, stuff like that, but we're in sports?
Well, it's kind of like competitive gaming, like I was talking about earlier, like NBA 2K competitively, and for the most part on there, you get a 5-on-5 game. Yeah. It just depends on what tournament. We do 3v3s to 5-on-5s. We would do 2-on-2s, but people complain because of the way we play if we did that. Pretty much because we also play on game battles as well. And me and my friend Chad.
Game battles?
Game battles. Oh. Shut the fuck. Just be quiet. Anyways, what happens on there is we do this thing pretty much. We do this thing where everyone pretty much you play two. It's like when you do 2-on-2 pretty much. You're stuck. You have one player, and you can bring in the subs for that player, pretty much. But you have to play that player pretty much the entire time. So most people will just pick the best two players and just shoot the ball every time. What me and my friend do is one of us is the point guard, and the other one is like a center. But I pass it to everyone on the team, and have like the computer shoots the ball. And for 2K14 especially, since the computer makes like every fucking shot they take pretty much. People just like cry and send us messages when we're done saying that we're fucking like losers and that like we should go kill ourselves. I'm like, I'm sorry. I
love them.
Actually,
I love those guys.
May I just thought of something. It was it was a commercial for, I think it was a 12 or 13 that they were doing. There was a commercial that I saw for that game, and it was I think it was the Cubs finally winning the World Series, and there was a guy, 13, yes, and he was decked out wearing all the Cubs gear, and he was crying because his team had finally won the World Series, and that right there is why I think people play sports games. Well, not specifically why, but I think that adds to it.
They can have that
that moment with their team, like with the Cubs.
Oh my God! I remember watching that, and I was like, oh, that poor dude.
He's a Cubs fan. That's even worse.
I know.
I mean, that's the entire reason why I think people play traditional sports games is because they're never actually going to be. I'm never actually going to be an NFL quarterback and play
with that attitude, maybe.
Yeah, I could be the next Brandon Liggan. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who the hell is that?
He's the quarterback for the Browns. Oh, it is the QB for the Browns. Yeah. No, I was talking Quinn.
Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Hey,
go Bears.
You picked up Brady Quinn.
I know he was with the Jets for a while.
Yeah, they cut him. They cut him, and they activated David Garrard.
Yeah.
This is a
someone picked him up, but I forget who.
Yeah, he's somewhere now.
He's somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere.
Talk about a guy who had such a high draft stock and then just like fucking.
Well, no, even during that draft he fucking fell. Because they had him top 10, he fell like 22nd, I believe.
Yeah.
And look, well, I mean that was a terrible draft anyways because Jamarcus Russell went 1, and that says that.
Oh man. Yeah, Jamarcus Russell, worst draft pick ever.
He's definitely black based on his name.
Ryan Leaf. Probably.
No, except Ryan Leaf got injured.
Yeah.
I mean, and as a Colts fan, I'm so happy they took Peyton Manning because there were talks that they were debating between Leaf and Manning, and the one thing I'm happy about is that they took Manning. And it's kind of like
that doesn't exist without Manning, dude.
Yeah,
the Manning stuck. I don't care that much about football, but I know that I hate the Manning brothers intensely.
I'm sorry. What did Eli caused the Patriots to lose? How many Super Bowls?
2.
Dude. Woo! Dude, if I actually cared about football, I would be offended, but...
Well, that's fine. You're from the area in which I loathe the most. And I know you must have a friend or relative or somebody that got really, really upset when David Tyree caught that ball off his helmet.
Yes. Oh my God, that was like one of the best catches ever. People talk about that Santonio Holmes catch with the Pittsburgh and Cardinals game.
This is like the most interesting thing.
Yeah, no,
hey guys,
his feet weren't in.
Wait, what was that thing?
His feet weren't in.
Sorry.
Hey, do you guys want to hear about the dress I just bought? Because that's just as interesting as this right now.
All right.
No,
I want to hear about.
What was the thing when that guy bumped his head off that guy's ass last year or the year before?
Oh,
the butt fumble.
Sanchez.
The butt fumble.
Yeah.
The butt fumble.
Mark, no, that was the worst of the worst for like 30-something weeks. Something took its spot finally, but I forget what.
No, they had to retire. That's what it was, because it came to a new football season.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
they.
Or what?
But did you see the new worst of the worst one?
I have not. No, it's.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no, it was amazing. Okay, it was a high school football game, and it was like it was the end of the game. Some team was trying to kick a field goal to win it, and like they made it look like he kicked the field goal, but the placeholder fumbled the ball pretty much. Like he kind of like muffed it and like threw it to the side. So the whole the defensive team thought they won. So all the fans and all the coaches started getting on the field. Those guys just picked up the ball and they ran it in for a touchdown. It was fucking fantastic.
Oh, how about bad lip readings NFL? Best thing ever?
Yes. Yes.
An orange peanut for me? Oh, I accept you.
And welcome back to Off Topic Radio.
I know, right?
Ramble
this is the Brandon
Radio?
Liggan podcast, dude. There's no
topic. Genuine
topic.
podcast.
Exactly.
How about, hey, has anyone ever played F-Zero? Anyone, F-Zero?
Yes.
Ooh,
I mean, one of my favorite games in the world.
But has anyone beaten F-Zero?
No. Anyone who does have no life. Okay.
I have gotten to the 14th race and I've never fucking beaten it. So
you're close to having no life.
How about
pole position?
What?
Oh, for what is that? What did I have on
it was an arcade. It was an arcade game, but pole position I completely forgot about as a racing game.
It sounds like
Pole position. It doesn't even have a seat. It's just standing up.
DuckTales. Woo.
DuckTales. Speaking of, like, all right, really awesome racing games. Dragster on the Atari 2600.
Oh, yeah. Has anyone ever played that game?
It lasts 8 seconds, but it's the best 8 seconds ever, which
best
no woman will ever say.
It's the first time and last time you'll hear a woman say that.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Dude, that game is literally 8 seconds long.
Me and Zack were at a game store today in Salem, and I was like, oh god, Dragster, because I don't own it and Zack does, and I picked it up. And I was like, oh, $8, I'm not paying this. And Zack was like, I cannot pay $8 a second of this game. Like,
well,
literally.
it's an 8-second game. It was $8. I can't pay $1 a second to own a game.
Yeah.
That game is literally 8 seconds long.
It's so good, though. Like, if you don't,
a good deal.
Dude, if you don't shift right, you blow the engine, but all it shows is like this crumpled, like, machine that says blown.
Yeah.
Blown.
You guys should play it.
It's really good.
Yeah,
for 8 seconds.
That's why I'm so glad we're in this era. Sports games in this era, because it's like I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, and Tecmo Bowl is like the height of gaming for me. I'm getting blown away. I'm glad I'm playing in this era.
Well, I mean
sports. I was gonna say sports games are become so real now to the point where I could be playing a game and my father doesn't know if I'm watching a game or I'm
yeah,
playing.
oh my god.
Oh my gosh, okay, listen, if no one has looked it up yet, you need to look up the 2K14 Next Gen trailer for the PS1, not the PS4 and the Xbox One. They take I had to take a double check pretty much. Not a discount double check, but I had to do a double take pretty much. Because I thought it was an actual LeBron James, but they were showing footage from the game. The graphics are fucking amazing. And it just blows everything.
It's him.
I'm actually going to check it out now. I don't like it when it gets too realistic.
If you go to YouTube, look up NBA 2K14 Next Gen OMG, and it's going to be by Next 2K. That's like OMG. It's like literally the graphics are like, what the fuck have we gotten to? Holy shit! Yeah. I'm about to poo myself, and that's why it's kind of the reason why I think the Xbox 360 version of 2K14, they just made it as 2K13 Part 2. Mainly because they're adding so much stuff to the next-gen consoles to the 2K14. It's just so stupid now.
What stuff are they adding?
To the My Career mode, they're making it pretty much like a story mode. Like, they're adding hundreds hundreds of videos of cutscenes, pretty much. Apparently,
That's good.
the first your first season, if you just play the key games, it's still going to take you about 40 hours to do the first season.
Wow.
For the association mode, they're completely getting rid of it and replacing it with a GEM mode. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's supposed to be an updated version of association mode, which thank God, because association mode blows and they haven't changed anything to it for the past few years.
But you know what, though? I don't think it's bad.
But no, that's
so
computer
simple.
management.
Yeah, it's so simple. It just works. And if you play like I play, and you like to update your rosters, I'm one of these uber sports gamers that has to have the right rosters, and I buy NCAA football every year, and I was really disappointed last year when they didn't have this feature in to import the draft classes into Madden.
Oh my gosh,
I'm like that. I hate having unreal players in my sports games. It annoys me. I like my games to be real, and like sports games are like the realest you could get close to like actually crafting reality. Because you're actually dealing with real people. I mean, Football Manager. I mean, for those of you who don't know what that obsession is like, just ask anybody in the UK. I mean, there are people that live off Football Manager. I was one of them. And if you're going to probably ask me my favorite sports game, it's probably going to be that. It's probably going to be that or Madden. Football Manager or Madden.
You know what I wish they'd bring back? Like some form of a college basketball game, because they haven't made one since I think like NCAA basketball 08 or 09. Like EA and 2K stopped making them.
What they did for a while was they just had it like it was around March Madness. They had the tournament, and it was just like downloadable content, like the tournament.
Well, no, the closest thing I see people make that is close enough to like an actual NCAA game is that for the computer versions of 2K12 and 2K13, people will come out with mods that turns it into like an NCAA game. And I think that's the closest thing that we have to an actual game like that now, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, no, the mod community is like also one of the best things. I mean, the sports mod community is one of the most loyal and dedicated communities there are. I mean, people loved MVP baseball so much that they just released roster updates for it for like the next 8 years after. I think it was only this year was. Well, I think the only year that someone hasn't done a roster update for it. I mean,
let me ask you guys a question then.
Ask me a question then.
Okay.
Ask me a question.
DLC for sports.
Uh-huh.
What's the opinion on that? The general consensus?
I mean, it's going to offer me like an actual mode, like what 2K does offers the NBA All-Star package as downloadable content. So if you want to play the slam dunk contest, you don't have to have it in your game. You could just be optional.
But I like what they did this year is like if you pre-ordered the game from GameStop, you could they gave you a free copy of the DLC, which included the All-Star game with it.
I would have done that. I would have done that because
let's go over to the other panel as well. So we'll start with you, Stephen. You were going to say something.
I'm okay with DLC on sports games. The issue is I'd like them just to really work on one solid game when it comes to a brand where you don't have to worry about a new release ever again for the gameplay issues. And then I'm just happy getting roster updates constantly. Fortunately, that never happens with any of the games we get today.
Zack, Kara?
Yeah, well, I'd like to say, to be fair, I mean, I don't really play games like Madden, so I don't, kind of keep up with them, but I will say, the fact that they put them out every year, and, every year it's, $60, it's, I don't know if they offer this option, but it's, why can't you just pay, $10 if you bought 2012, or 2013, why can't you just pay $10 and get the updated roster? Does that not happen? Do you just really have to go and buy the brand new one?
No, I believe, with 2K, with the 2K series, they have, a 2K share. And if you have one of the older 2K games, people will update rosters pretty much, and you can update the roster on the game. Now for Madden, I don't know if you can do that, but I know for Madden they are pretty kind when it comes to keeping, but they're pretty good with keeping their servers up. So you don't necessarily have to play buy the new game, but you could play the old one and still like if you find people still playing it, you could play them online. But pretty much you would have to go fix the rosters by yourself if you did that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Zach.
No, it just seems to me that like that should be an option that's offered. To me, like when you look at things like this and you just see like, oh hey, you bought 2013, well now we're offering 2014, and now your kind of thing is kind of obsolete or whatever. And it's funny like when you go into GameStop and they're pushing all these current gen, sports games on you, and then it's like you go to bring in the one from last year, and they kind of seem like it's the plague. Like, no, you get that away from me. I don't want it. Why are you bringing me Madden 2013? It's 14's out now. I'm playing NES and Super Nintendo games that are
I can give you
25 years old.
for that.
Yeah, exactly. But like I'm playing games that are 25, 30 years old, and and people still want them. People still looking for them. No one is looking for Madden 09. No one is looking for Madden 2010. But like if you could have that game and pay a certain amount of money for a new roster, I think people would rather. Obviously, they're not going to do that. It's going to take money away from them. But that's one of the problems I have with Madden, and that's why I don't like the way they do things. But anyway, continue.
Well, let me ask you a question. With WWE 2K coming out and with the THQ WWE games, I felt that literally with WWE 12 and WWE 13, they seem to be like the same game. They kind of changed some of the mechanics around. They added a few new modes.
Just basically, they added new glitches.
Yeah, and
they added the Attitude Era thing. That's about it. It's
one of those things where you could literally have just put the game out there, and all they needed to do was constantly update it. And it would have been the same game, because one of the reasons why I never purchased WWE 13 was because it seemed like the same game as WWE 12.
You can't have you can't have a 2 count on WWE 13. They glitched it that bad that you only get 1s and 3s.
Oh. Yeah, it's virtually impossible to get a 2 count.
But
that's probably why they're switching to another company to take over.
No, the previous.
No, they went bankrupt. That's why they.
Well, but I guarantee you, the reason why was because they couldn't sell WWE because.
No, when WWE came to them and said, "Pay us, bitch," they're like, "We're good for it." So that's literally the reason why that was gone. They made a backdoor deal because THQ couldn't pay them.
It's still going to be the same game because it's Yuke's developing it still. The 2K's just a publisher.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I agree. It's the same developmental team. There has to be more uniqueness, and one of the biggest problems at the moment when it comes to these types of games, to sports games in general, that I feel, and what's kind of sort of derailed me from those types of franchises, where unless they were like a racing game or it was literally actually just racing games or anything like fighting games, it all seems monotonous in a sense. With wrestling games, I kind of fell away from the product unless it was Fire Pro Wrestling or something that had sort of a unique approach. Sam Hulk Hogan's main event, which you should never think of again. With other games, with the Madden series as well, I used to love Madden. And then I literally played I think it was Madden 02 and then played Madden 03, and I found they were just the same game with just different players.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and it was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. I loved your franchise, but I'll really stick to the old game and play that, and I don't give a fuck about online play as long as I can play with my friend at home and shout in his face and call him, all sorts of derogatory names and say that I've done stuff to all his family. That's fine by me. I can enjoy that. What's the appeal of them churning all these games out constantly that makes people want to buy them? That's my big question, because I don't know.
I think it's definitely an update in graphics, make it look more real, cooler things that you can do, like customizing the team to yourself, almost like playing, and then playing the team that you love, like updating the players on the team, because each year there's a different draft and there's different players on the team, not that they necessarily know that, but that's the thing, especially with any fantasy sports team that you do, like, people have loyalty to teams, but they also have a certain loyalty to certain players, and that's also part of the draw.
Yeah.
All right.
She kind of put that perfectly.
Thank you.
There's nothing else you can say to that.
So basically, you're just buying into the brand, and it literally plays onto diehard fans mostly.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like with it's kind of like the latest technology thing. Like if you want the coolest, newest thing out, like how everyone went apeshit when the iPhone 5S came out. Everyone needed it and wanted it, and it sold a lot because, oh man, the iPhone 5S, it's the iPhone 5, but we have an S at the end of it. So, you know. Everyone needs the iPhone 5S. I mean,
it's the same thing when the iOS 7 update came out. Personally, I updated my iPhone, and at first I was like, this is great, and then I started having glitches, and I was like, what the fuck? Why did I update that?
Yo, and we called Apple, and I was like, how do I put this back to the other? And he goes, oh, once you update, you can't go back. And I'm just like, we sent a man to the moon. You're telling me once we go to this one fucking Apple update, there's no going back? Like it's a zip tie where it's like you have to just cut it off?
I just wanted to change and replace once you update to once you go black, you never go back. It would just make it more funnier. You'd just be sitting there going, Apple, you slay me.
The only way you could.
Actually, from going to the iOS 7, you went from black to white. So
yeah, you went from black to true white.
You'd have to jailbreak your phone to downgrade it.
That's what I was gonna let you know. You can look it up on YouTube, but like it requires you to download like certain patches, and you have to use iTunes as well.
And also, you kiss any warranty away as soon as you use it.
Yeah. So unless you're like towards the end of your update, pretty much, I wouldn't do it.
Oh no, I'm not touching it. I'm letting
You're virtually fucked.
Virtually.
Figuratively and literally.
So
yeah,
back onto these sort of games before we've got like 9 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen, just in case. If you wanted to come in and talk with the show and join in the conversation, you can do on 760-512-7247. That's 760-512-7247, or you can leave a comment on our Facebook page, facebook.com/IGotGameplay, or tweet us at IGotGameplay. So join in on the conversation. We'd love to hear from you, of course. And the one big thing here is I need someone to sort of sell these franchises to me, because as I said, I played Tiger Woods with my dad. I played that. I think the only sports games that I've actually had fun with is the stuff where I can actually interact with, like, the Wii Sports, which I kind of really brained my own child with. The Nintendo Wii Remote type games, the games where you can actually have a bit more fun with them.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the appeal for sitting there with a gamepad and playing a sports game? I'm just thinking,
you have to be invested in the sport, and you have to be invested in a brand. Otherwise, it's got no appeal to you. UFC appeals to me because of that, and that's my thing.
For NBA 2K13 and on, and if you have a Kinect, the Kinect kind of becomes part of the game. Like you could call plays and stuff, but if you also cuss and the Kinect picks it up, you get a technical foul.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Is that on the 360 or the Xbox One?
360. It's for the Kinect.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because
in FIFA, if you would yell while you had a Kinect, the commentators would pick up on it, and the manager's not happy about that or whatever.
Yeah.
You get a yellow card for that one or what?
Maybe. Drew, I have a question about 2K. Does the creative player still have the generic black guy voice?
Yes, they haven't changed it since like 2K12. It's the same voice.
That's same generic. Oh man, I don't know. I'm just really.
It's funny because I like the whitest possible guy. Yeah, he sounds like he's from the hood, and it's
the hood.
I heard a white guy from
Really?
Ireland, and he sounded like he was from fucking Compton.
He's talking about the Drew White Hood, of course, where there's just bounce houses everywhere.
Yeah. No, dude, it's like the bounce houses that you don't want to jump on. Like, that doesn't look safe. I need to get off that.
I saw a bum urinating on that bounce house just 5 minutes ago.
It's the bounce crack house.
Yeah, pretty much. Probably.
Wait, Michael, do you know any pikeys?
Yeah, he sees one when he looks in the mirror every day.
The sad thing about it is I do.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Now he doesn't have a bike anymore.
There was I saw Snatch, and that's when I first heard about Pikeys. And then TLC had this show, like My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, and then like I really kind of was like, oh my god, what is this ridiculous thing going on in the world? And I've been trying to get Zack to watch the show on TLC, and he hasn't yet.
He's a man.
I'm a man. I got man shit to watch.
That's not true. He watches Pretty Little Liars.
Kyla! I don't know that show. I've never seen that
man.
show. Kyla, I've never seen that show.
I'm taking one of your man cards away.
Yeah.
Sorry, Zack.
I've never seen that show.
You deducted one man card and deducted a second for crying like a bitch about it.
I'm rescinding your ITG T-shirt privileges.
Yeah, you should totally play the Pac-Man music right now. That'd be perfect.
Wah, wah, wah.
No, it can't be Pac-Man music. It has to be this.
Okay. Oh,
Hey, Burhan.
My dick just fell off.
Hey, Burhan.
Yeah, Stephen?
We need the sound effect for our service. My audio just totally cut out.
On to your butt.
Hold on to your butts.
That's pretty much it, guys. And now we're going to basically go on to the plugs for today's show, because it's been an amazing show. We've had a ton of fun here. We've kind of been a bit off topic a little bit.
A little bit.
Who gives a fuck?
When it's a Brandon Liggan show, it tends to go off topic. So, I knew what I was getting into when I asked him to host today's show.
You had no idea.
Yeah, so we'll start first, of course, with one of our special guests on today's show, because we don't usually have him on very often. Drew White, plug away.
Oh man, we get to talk about Drew's bounce houses? Oh shit. Stuff's about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. If you live in the Indianapolis, Indiana area, and you need a bounce house for one of the following reasons. Any reason.
Sister.
If you want to see my sister, if you want to see my mother, if you want to see my other sister, if you want to see my 10-year-old brother, or if you need it for parties, or whatever the hell you need a bounce house for nowadays, call 765-212-1521, or go to bigblastrentals.com, and you can see our fine selection of, get ready, 4 bounce houses. You know, I could be infomercial.
Share that phone number with
Oh, no, it's great. It's
Did
great.
you just pimp your 10-year-old brother for a bounce house?
Wait, is that called
I want to
sex
give your
trafficking?
sister a big blast.
We need to move units. Pimp the brother.
Sorry,
Anywho, you can always follow the Drew Crew on Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram and on Vine and on any type of social network that we do nowadays, because that's just how we do it. Everything we do it big, as Wiz Khalifa would say. And fuck Wiz Khalifa in the process.
And also,
Shut up.
you can find Drew White on pimpmybrother.com.
Also, if
He created the site.
Also, if you want to see my sister, hang on, I gotta look for the link back.
Pimpmyfamily.com.
If you want to see my sister, go to www.gofuckyourself.net. She's on the front page.
Oh, it's .net? It's not even .com or .org?
No, it's an official website. You don't trust .coms. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
It's not selling, you can't afford it.com.
Listen, and remember, hashtag Drew Crew, and that's all.
Okay, Stephen.
Top that.
Unanimous decision, MMA, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday over on Dream Elite Radio. You'll find myself and a more controlled Brandon Liggan, who will probably act batshit crazy just to prove me wrong next week.
Yeah, if you want to bet, I can be pretty shit. I can be pretty crazy, man. Yeah.
Please don't.
Anyway.
I'll try. No, I won't.
I'm back on Stephen.
Yeah, I do that show and stuff happens. Yeah.
You can also catch
and then I talk sometimes.
on Otaku Nation on Sundays as well.
No, here, this is how every episode of UD MMA goes. Stephen chooses his fighters by, stats and, watching the guys fight. I pick it by whichever guy has the cooler nickname.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
Or cooler name.
The Super Saiyan lost.
God damn it.
Yeah.
See, he didn't go further beyond.
That's the one time I picked my nickname and it fucking bites me in the ass.
I know. But Dong, whoa. I bet on Dong, and, you know, Dong did me good.
Hide.
See, that's your first issue. You gamble.
Oh, well, no, man.
You should go to Gamblers Anonymous, not Sportaholics Anonymous.
Yeah, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going on to the archive episode as well. We're going to be finishing the plugs. So if you want to check out where everyone else is from, you can now do that by following us on the archived episode, where we're probably going to have a bit more of this off-topic talk and stuff. So if you want to do that, remember to check that out.
Man.
Yeah, exactly. And also check us out for I Got Gameplay episode 49. We're stretching ever closer to episode 50, where we may have a reunion of our former I Got Gameplay hosts. We'll see. But I've got something special planned for episode 49, so make sure you check that out, guys. And we will see you next week. Now let's just continue with the plugs and go on to Mr. Xander Skullion.
All right. Excuse me, I gotta drink some Mountain Dew for a second.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I've been eating Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, so I got like cotton mouth right now.
Oh, yeah.
But no, you guys,
I have cotton mouth, too.
You know I'm the cream of the crop.
But no, you guys can check out my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Xander Skullion. Also, I host a podcast, Excess Gaming Podcast. You can be reached on Podomatic.com and on iTunes. And I'm also part of the Game On Network, which is GameOnNetwork.wordpress.com. And I'm also on Twitter as well, Excess Gaming Podcast on Twitter. And I just did a Halloween special. That just got up on Friday. I did a review on Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Oh my god, that's an amazing game.
They've actually, someone actually tested it where you could actually play online play. And they tested that game using a Super Nintendo and an online converter that they had. I'll actually shoot you the video later on that.
Nice.
I was actually rather interested. When you mentioned that, I was like, use that game. So, Brandon, take it away.
Oh, man, last but certainly not least.
All
right.
Actually, Zack and Kyla's last, because I do a big, huge thing, but go on.
Good luck trying to follow this, right?
I don't know, you've been trying to follow me this entire time.
See, here's the point of the show where do I just drop the mic and just walk away? All right, if you like hearing me talk about random things, like Stephen said, you can listen to me and him talk about MMA on Tuesdays, Dream Elite Radio. That's CD MMA. My show, Sportaholics Anonymous, Wednesday, 8 p.m., talking about what's going on in the world of sports. And Thursdays, time to get controversial when I remember to schedule it. Talking about political issues and stuff, the real things that matter, real important issues, man.
And not this.
And not stupid shit, you know.
Likes video games.
Like video games, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. You can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, yada, yada, yada.
And you can also join his GTA 5 crew.
Oh, yes, you should totally join our GTA 5 crew. And we should, we should arrange some sort of, play date.
Oh,
once I get all moved into the apartment and stuff like that.
He's got both copies, so he has the PS3 and the Xbox 360.
Yes, I do.
So peeps,
shout out to Redbox for letting me
letting you.
Yeah, letting me. Never mind, committing fraud.
Fraud.
And
I don't give a fuck, bro.
Last but not least, Zack and Kyla.
All right, this might be semi-two-part. Anyways, so our plug is for our YouTube channel, which is a majority of game reviews and mostly pickups, because we always get great deals on video games that everyone wants and we can get for cheap, and it's Getting Your Nerd On. Getting Your Nerd On, if you want it phonetically. It's our YouTube channel. You can watch us bicker and show our awesome games, maybe some cleavage from time to time, and
talking about Zack, basically.
Yeah,
it's my cleavage.
Yep, and Zack.
All right, and also I'm in a band, Killtech 9. We're a metal punk awesome band. We just put out our new record a couple months ago called The Promised Flavor. You guys can find us on killtech9.bandcamp.com. That's KILLTAC, the number 9.bandcamp.com. Come by, listen. And when you're there, there's a link to listen to our older stuff. Definitely check it out. And one last thing, if you haven't and you want to, Boogerman's hitting his 20th anniversary. So if you just go to Google, type in Kickstarter Boogerman, you can check out the new Kickstarter for the new Boogerman that's coming out. And they have almost 900 backers. They're all at about $31,000, but they're looking for $375, and they only have about a month to go. So if you're liking it and you want to see what's going to come out for them, go by, check it out, and make it happen.
Also, the Red Sox and the Cardinals are tied right now. BT Dubs.
Anyway, thank you.
Ooh. Yes,
Let's go, Red Legs.
I got gameplay, the organic conversation, and everything about this show, including this cool T-shirt. I suggest you buy an I Got Gameplay T-shirt. We have stores in the UK and US on the Spreadshirts.com. Chris Dace has one, Rob Mann has one, and also his lovely wife Tam has one as well. I have one.
I want
Skullion's going to have one. Drew White, if you want one, buy one. And also, we're getting a few more people, including, I believe, on the Daceman show, colleagues. Frank has one as well. He's getting his in the post. So make sure you grab yours by going to the I Got Gameplay T-shirt store. And as always, ladies and gents, keep listening to I Got Gameplay every Saturday at 8 p.m. Today we had to start a little bit late due to issues with Blog Talk Radio, which I'm not going to go into. And every Conspiracy of one. And
Conspiracy, man.
If you love my sultry and orgasmic voice, then make sure to tune in to me on House Radio. I'm on every single show, a couple of times on the Baseman show, every Wednesday night, I believe. Yes, every Wednesday night. Tuesday night. Tuesday night, 8 p.m. I am on Geek Speak Live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Sometimes on the Monday Night Raw post show, 11 p.m. on Monday nights. The pre-show before our pay-per-view, we've got the, I believe, the Hell in the Cell pay-per-view coming up. We got the pre-show before that. I'm sometimes on that as well. I'm everywhere because I am that awesome. This job for hire as well. If you love myself and Brandon and our chemistry, and the fact that this guy just plays an agent who screws me over. I mean, screws me to the point where I'm gaping. That show.
Gaping vagina.
Yes,
it's pretty good.
Not actually.
China vagina.
It's hashtag Drew White verified, so it's pretty good.
Exactly. And that's every
Drew White. Yeah.
We're running a few delays at the moment, filming the show for the end of October. So we're carrying it over to November because I've got actors this time and trying to organise people is a pain. So make sure you tune into that. And also check out my production company, Enigma Entertainment, www.nerdgenius.com, www.fanboysanonymous.com. You can check me out as well on Excess Gaming Podcast. I got to plug that twice because it was so great to be on that show, the Halloween episode. Make sure you check out everything that these guys are doing, guys. Thank you for your support. And remember, I'm Michael Burhan for Drew White, for Zack and Kyla, for Brandon Liggan, for Xander Skullion, for Stephen Wadelin, and also for Mega Powers Radio. We've got gameplay. Have you?
Meow.